Hello and welcome to my channel The Conceptual Codon. Here we discuss about various medical concepts. This video is the first in a new series. Here we will discuss about various management protocols and diagnostic algorithms. Today's topic is management protocol of dysfunctional uterine bleeding. So, first we will look what is dysfunctional uterine bleeding. Dysfunctional uterine bleeding is defined as a state of abnormal uterine bleeding but without any clinically detectable organic, systemic, and iatrogenic cause. So, there is no pelvic pathology like tumor, inflammation, or pregnancy. They are excluded. So it is a state of abnormal uterine bleeding without any detectable pathology. Now coming to the management protocol of dysfunctional uterine bleeding. The management protocol is divided into four parts according to the age of the patient. First is pubertal and adolescent menorrhagia, where the age of the patient is less than 20 years. Second group of patient is in the reproductive age, that is between 20 years of age to 40 years of age. And the third and fourth group are premenopausal, that is greater than 40 years of age, and postmenopausal. Regarding the pubertal and adolescent menorrhagia, where the age of the patient is less than 20 years, it is managed conservatively. Now coming to the patients who are in reproductive period, that is 20 to 40 years age group, suffering from dysfunctional uterine bleeding. Here we will have to assess the cycles, whether the menstrual cycles are regular or they are irregular and excessive. If the cycles are regular, then we should try medical management for 3 cycles. Here medical management is usually the hormonal therapy. After giving 3 cycles of medical management, we should see whether the patient is responding to the medical management or not. If the result is responsive, then follow up should be done. But if the patient does not respond to the medical management, then various investigations should be done, like transvaginal sonography, sonohysterography, SIS, that is saline infusion sonography, endometrial sampling and dilatation and curettage, laparoscopy, and the most preferred, that is hysteroscopy and biopsy, H plus B. If the cycles are irregular and excessive to start with, these investigations should be done immediately. Now the management protocol proceeds according to the results to these investigations. If a pathology is detected in those examinations, the treatment should be followed according to the cause or according to the pathology. But if the results of these investigations turn out to be negative, then we should see if the family is completed or the family is not completed. If the family is completed, then hysterectomy is a treatment option. But if the family is not completed, hysterectomy should not be done. Other options include LNG IUCD, endometrial ablation or resection, etc. Now coming to the other two groups, that is premenopausal greater than 40 years age group and postmenopausal women. In these two groups, certain investigations should be done immediately, like cervical cytology, ultrasonography to detect the endometrial thickness, SIS or saline infusion sonography, sonohysterography to detect any endometrial pathology, and hysteroscopy and endometrial biopsy or endometrium sampling or dilatation and curettage laparoscopy. These investigations are done to exclude any pathology or exclude malignancy. If malignancy is excluded, then we should assess the endometrium. If the endometrium is atypically hyperplastic, so if the endometrium shows adenomatous hyperplasia or atypical hyperplasia, we should definitely go for hysterectomy. But if the endometrium is proliferative or simple hyperplastic, we should give progestins, that is a hormonal therapy, and should assess the response. If it is responsive, follow up and endometrial sampling should be done. If it is unresponsive, endometrial ablation or resection and hysterectomy should be done. That concludes the management protocol of patients suffering from dysfunctional uterine bleeding. You can download the entire note or entire chart from our Facebook page. Follow us there. If you found the video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more conceptual videos like this. Thank you.